What is up, FIFA commenters? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for deciding to watch another video on the channel. Everybody wants to know my thoughts on the UCL games that took place yesterday. So we had Bayern versus Barcelona. We had Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. We had Liverpool versus Ajax. And of course, we had Frankfurt versus Marseille. If you're not following me on Twitter yet, go ahead and do that. I did tweet live throughout the game. I want to start by saying this. The Bayern versus Barcelona game. That was a big one. And before we even talk about pitch notes, let's talk about the fact that before the players were on the pitch, we saw Lewandowski sort of giving dabs to all of the players on the Bayern side, and there was a little bit of a seemingly an issue between him and Müller there. So if there's some sort of a rough patch there, if there's some sort of issue there, then you would have heard it here first. Now, moving on to the pitch notes, what happened was unfortunate. I think Bayern at the start of the game in the first half didn't have a good handle on the game. That is understandable. That was quite noticeable because Barcelona was using the space very well. Barcelona was attacking. Barcelona was pressuring together. It really felt like Barcelona was moving as a unit, pressuring together, dropping back when it was time to defend, really closing down the spaces and intercepting fantastically throughout the midfield. We saw that beautiful interception from Pedri, which launched, and then he passed to Lewandowski, which launched a beautiful attack. Unfortunately, it couldn't end in a goal because Lewandowski did a pass to Rafinha, I believe, and Rafinha was not able to get that ball. But the first half was very much dominated by Barcelona. Even though we did see Bayern being pretty solid, not conceding on certain opportunities, right then and there, that first half basically said how the game was going to take place. Lewandowski missed a few opportunities that were really sitting goals, and he missed those. So coming back from the second half, Bayern was revitalized. I'm pretty sure they had a word from the coach, and when they came back in the second half with that change, bringing on Goretzka, and taking out Sabitzer was a key factor in changing the tempo for the second half, because we saw how much Goretzka was able to defend, but also to push up when it was time to lead the attack. Sadio Mane had an incredible game. Let's be 100%. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to put his name on the score sheet, but Sadio Mane is an African giant. This guy is going to take a little bit of time to adapt to the Bayern style of play or the chemistry in the group, but it's going to happen. We saw a little bit of a ruffle between him and Müller there. Nothing intentional, but a lack of communication, and they kind of banged against each other in the box. But that's okay. Who else to note? I think Lewandowski had a decent game. He really wasn't as aggressive as we've seen him in the past. Maybe because he's playing in a different color against a team that has been his home for so very long. Who knows? But Barcelona really dropped the ball on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and say that it was almost predicted. Like, I like what Xavi is doing at Barcelona. I'm not going to lie. I like what he's doing. Bringing in certain defenders, very good and all that. But that back line still looks pretty weak at this stage of the game. In the Liga Santander, I would say that Barcelona is comfortable with the style of play. They know what to expect. They know the style of play of the other Spanish teams in the league. But when it comes to UCL, when it comes to the Champions League competition, Barcelona cannot be comfortable in missing opportunities. Barcelona cannot feel comfortable in squandering one-time opportunities like that. So that's a bit of a wake-up call for Barcelona. Hopefully they do take that. Hopefully they take note and they realize that the Champions League is an unforgiving competition. It's not about being the best. It's not about playing the best. It's about winning your opportunities, and it's about scoring your opportunities. So that's all I have to say about Barcelona versus Bayern. Big shout out to Bayern. Alphonso Davies played incredibly well. We saw his confidence throughout the game. Big shout out to that kid Mazraoui, who replaced what's his name, Pavard, early on in the game. Mazraoui was sensational throughout the game. A Moroccan mad lad. So very happy to see Bayern still play very well. Now moving on to Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico. Listen, Atletico Madrid, I was watching the 4 games at the same time. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate to see Atletico Madrid being dominated so much. I think Atletico Madrid needs a resurgence. They need to be reborn because the tactical ways of Atletico Madrid have been understood at this current stage of the game. It's no longer about just defending. We saw how powerless they were throughout the entire game. Leverkusen was pushing. Leverkusen had incredible opportunities. That goal scored by the center forward, something. I have to remember his name. But that just shows you how even when it comes to defend, Atletico Madrid is not where it used to be. Griezmann came in, I believe, in the second half, and at the start of the second half, even him was unable to make an impact on the team. Bayer Leverkusen played sensationally well, and really that Hincapié at the back line, that center back, incredible. He is truly one of the biggest talents Leverkusen has acquired, and very excited to see what that leads into the future. That was a 2-0, and very happy for Leverkusen. Liverpool versus Ajax. That was a hell of a game. This guy, I don't know what to say anymore, because I think Klopp has put together a system where Alexander-Arnold is called to be very offensive. He needs to go up. He needs to support those runs, and he needs to create some beautiful opportunities, either with his crosses or with his run-up play. But when it comes to defending, this kid is atrocious. I don't know if he's just tired at this current state of the game, or if the duties he's been asked to complete are a little too much. They're carrying too heavy on his shoulders, because he attacks, but when it's time to defend, he can't defend, and that opens the first goal that they got from Ajax. Beautiful goal from Kudus. What a banger. What a sensational, powerful shot from Kudus. This Ghanaian kid is going to be very, very good and in his future career. But really, it came from the wing. Alexander-Arnold did not track back his defender. He just stood there, ran a little bit, and gave up on the tracking. And then the space was open. The pass was sent, and then Kudus with a sensational banger into the goal. The goal from Liverpool, of course, was also good. Beautiful control from Jota. Beautiful pass to Salah. And Salah, of course, is not going to miss on that occasion. And then finally, Matip, the man of the big occasions. Matip was able to come in with a last-minute header. And, wow, we were super happy. Everybody was happy. Liverpool, not that Liverpool deserved that game, but it would have been shocking to see Liverpool draw on this game, or it would have been shocking to see Liverpool lose this game, right? So, lot of work to do for Liverpool. Lots and lots of work to do for this Liverpool team. There's nothing lost yet for Ajax. Ajax is a young team, a very performant team, and we're gonna see. Hopefully, in the competitions, they're able to cause some issues to the teams they face. We know that Ajax is a surprising team. You can never give up on them, and yeah, we'll see that. Now, Frankfurt versus Marseille. Listen, it ended in a 1-0. I'm just going to say that Frankfurt is a team that needs to be acknowledged as one of the dominant team of the Bundesliga. Really, the Bundesliga was at honors yesterday night. Bayern won its game, Leverkusen won its game, and then Frankfurt won its game. We saw Frankfurt last season with the Europa League that they won. We saw how dominant Frankfurt can be. Frankfurt is that type of team where they are used to the pressure. They've seen it. The likes of Kostic, they're just so good. They are just so good. They are dominant. They're able to withstand the pressure of truly any team. I wouldn't be surprised to see Frankfurt go very, very far in this competition. And truly, I wouldn't have been surprised if it ended up 2-0. But it only ended up with 1-0. Boys, this was your FIFA Commenter, giving you a little bit of a highlight on the games that took place. Everybody wanted to know my thoughts on those games. Let me know if you enjoyed this little recap, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you think is going to go quite far in this competition? I'd love to know. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you very soon for another video on the channel. Peace out!